Hi guys, so I guess it's been a long time and I shouldn't have left you without a dope beat to step two. I know y'all are probably like, where has this girl been? Well, as you know, it's me, Samantha, and I'm here. And we did not make it to my goal of 140 by 40. And honey, the road was rough. So I want to talk about my life without Wegovy, how things went without it. Right away, I did not notice the effects of having no medication, right? But one of the big things that I started to see over time was the food noise. Oh my God. Before the medication, I don't think I realized how much I think about eating, how much I thought about what I'm going to eat, well, what I'm going to eat next, and cooking and all of that kind of stuff. And I think that because I had become so excited about the potential of getting to my goal weight, I really became like fixated on making sure that I'm having the right things at the right times and that kind of thing. So even though the food noise became a little productive, it was still so much internal conversation about food and surrounding food and that kind of thing. So that's one of the things I noticed right away, food noise. Another thing I noticed was, of course, the symptoms that you experience while on the medication. For me, the biggest symptom I experienced on Wegovy was constipation. I could not go. People always say, oh, take Metamucil, drink coffee, stool softeners. I tried all of that, and it came when it wanted to come, and it didn't when it didn't want to come. And the fact of the matter is it didn't come a lot more often than it did. And honestly, when I was able to go, it was almost like diarrhea, and that was kind of a crazy thing. But I was so relieved back then because I hadn't been able to go at all. So I will say, within maybe 2 weeks of not being on the medication, my regularity was restored right away. And I had never, before the medication, ever had an issue with going to the restroom. I will say I never experienced fatigue while on Wegovy. I never experienced nausea really, or vomiting, right? Sometimes I would experience nausea when I would eat like something really greasy or something really sweet, but I never vomited on Wegovy. With Saxenda, if I thought about the wrong food, it was coming up and coming out. So that was a big difference there with the Wegovy. But in terms of the weight gain, well, people say you have to be on these medications forever. Honestly, I don't think that that's true. I think that if I did not have the issues that were related to having that hysterectomy, not having the hormones the same functioning in the body, and I kept my ovaries. And so I really did not expect so many symptoms related to the surgery, honestly, but I have experienced quite a lot of negative effects based on the surgery. And so I don't think that not having the Wegovy was the problem for me in the weight gaining back. For me, I believe it had to do with the fact that it is more difficult to lose weight post-menopausal. I have not gone into menopause full on, but I'm definitely in perimenopause. I struggle with hot flashes, night sweats, that kind of a thing, where I did not have that before. I'll tell you, when I went to Savannah and South Carolina, it was on a trip. It was a church trip, and it was a bus church trip. And a lot of the older ladies were cold, but I was just steaming on the bus, right? So this don't have nothing to do with how hot it is outside. The bus was hot for me. And they were wanting to turn the air down and turn the heat down up. And I was like, oh my God, you older ladies, I know that you've experienced the time of change. And right now I'm having a personal summer, so the air must persist. But being in that state has really, I believe, caused a lot of delays and setbacks with my weight loss. I don't think I would have gained as much weight back had I not been struggling with the hormonal imbalances, right? So fast forward, ultimately the bottom line is where my lowest weight while on the Wegovy was 234. My highest weight after being off the Wegovy was like 269, almost 270 basically. And so my heart was broken. And part of why I haven't been back is I just was so ashamed of having gained all that weight back. And I could not reconcile in myself that, listen, this is not a quick fix. And so don't be ashamed. You need to show the losses just as much as you showed the wins. And so that's why I'm back. And I hope that you guys understand where I am. Having said that, I did go into my doctor's office. We talked a lot about where my health is and what could be issues, because I've really, really, really been struggling losing weight. And I believe that my body, not even I believe, right? My charts show that my body is in the best health that it's been in quite a long while. Blood pressure, great. A1C, great. Just everything, triglycerides, thyroid, all of it is great. So there's no explanation as to why I can't get this weight off for me. And so the doctor that I have, which I probably will be changing, because listen, y'all, if you have a doctor that doesn't listen to your concerns, and if there's not a medical reason to go down a path that you would like to try, then that doctor ain't the one for you. And I'm not a doctor, and do what you think is best, but I don't feel is receptive to my concerns. So he won't be my doctor much longer, because he wasn't even willing to consider the conversation about weight loss, even after I had documented, like on a calendar, all of the days I worked out, what I did, what I was eating, all of that kind of stuff. So I'm doing my part, and as a doctor, you need to do your part. And so I just didn't like the bedside manner. And so you're getting my money, you're going to provide the service at the way I feel like the service should be provided, or you won't be getting my money. So having said that, I started looking into the compounded pharmacies and things of that nature. And one of the pharmacies that I came across was 5410. So it's 50 spelled out, the number 410. It's a company where they get their compounded semaglutide and tirzepatide, whatever it is, the Mounjaro. They get the compounded Wegovy, compounded Mounjaro from a 503A certified pharmacy. So I will start filming again what my journey is with the 5410, but also I want to kind of adjust my thinking, guys, into not being so focused on my weight loss. So this channel is going to evolve as I'm evolving, and it will be again about my journey with the weight loss, but it'll also start encompassing other things that are important to me regarding just my life. And so if that's something you're interested in, I welcome you to stay here and grow with me. And if not, I understand. Until next time, I'll see you and catch you guys later.